right? But that goes into adding or taking away from the scriptures. That's in Revelations, man. Yeah.
Revelation 22, verse 18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of this prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, God shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy.
See, that's what they were doing. They're trying to take away, but you know that these different Bibles that they make, like they will deceive you by telling you it's the newly translated.
New King James, new revised, living edition.
It's better translated. But then they'll blatantly take out the word black out the scriptures. And then you've got our people that because they don't understand the scriptures, so they'll buy these newly translated books and get messed up by them. So it makes our job even more difficult. It's like, get a King James version, man. You know? Then and a lot of our people don't understand the language of the King James version. So they get the newly English translated Bible is more easier to understand. But they don't realize that they're being deceived at the same time when they read it.
That's why it's easier to convert them.
So, and who's doing is that? That's Esau's fault. But he's the wicked. The scriptures already tell you that the wicked, they work deceit. They work deception. And what is the Most High value? He values truth.
Desires truth in inward parts.
That's Psalms 51. Okay.
So it says verse 19, Revelation 22:19. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life, and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book.
So Esau don't have no part in the kingdom. Because what he say, he profanes everything that's sacred. There's nothing sacred about Esau. The scriptures actually tell you in Maccabees, when this man got up in the earth, evils were multiplied. Yep. As soon as this bastard sat up in power, he naturally brought forth a profane spirit. Like his spirit was just naturally off. Everyone joining hands and faggotry, faggotism.
He sacrificed the swine's flesh on the altar, man, to show you how off this guy is. He polluted the temple.
You know what I'm saying? Who is it at the holiest of holiest? The temple itself. That's where the Heavenly Father, that's where sacrifices were conducted. This motherfucker came in with his profane self and has brought in swine.
Yep.
Didn't give a damn about a sacrificial law.
I can see.
And it's corrupted every damn thing, man. But you know, you can't blame him because what did he do? The man sold his own damn birthright.
Yeah. A morsel of meat.
So he couldn't even see what was coming. Right? He listened to it about instant gratification. Getting it now. Right? We only live once. But Jacob saw what he valued what was coming. So he said, yeah, man, give me that.
Yeah.
You don't want it, let me have it. So who's wiser out of the two? Jacob. We're wiser. So the end of a thing is better than the beginning.
But it takes patience to see that. Patience and faith.
That's the end. Because that's patience, man. Because the idiot motherfucker would be like, I want it now. Because the beginning. I want to blow up to be the man. Now. I want the woman there. I want it. Right? But where's the man be like, no, let him get that brought down vagina, man. Let him get. I'm trying to get the virgins.
Yeah.
Right? That's a wise motherfucker, man. He's waiting. He's really the manipulator. He's the what do you call it? The Jacob. He's supplying, man. He's like, oh yeah, man, you get first, man. Ladies first.
Yeah.
No, ladies first. He's so going first. And yeah. But Jacob like, yeah, man, let this I'm next.
Even out of the room. Remember Esau came out first?
Yeah, but that's because Jacob
Bust his ass.
Gave him the Superman,
Yeah.
man. Get down here.
Yeah.
It took him by the heels and get down here. Scorpion, man. No, you don't, motherfucker. Get back in here. Anyway, man.
Imagine that Esau being uppercutted out of Rebecca's room.
You got Mike Tyson down. Because I'm looking at them different clips. Well, Mike Tyson doing this thing where he's giving them the uppercuts where one guy he gave him a body shot. He gets, and the guy's head is bounced back like, and his mouth guard came out. So Esau's mouth guard came out his mouth. Huh? No thank you. So he just got punched out the room, boy.
It's lucky not to change the subject, but that's part of the curse. It always pisses me off. Out of all the people in the street, right, come to the so-called black people to try and sell the stolen goods. So that's an example of racial profiling right there. Because he didn't go to the Edomites to try and sell it to them. And look how many people there are on the street.
But that's all subconscious is part of the programming.
Exactly.
You know?
Why did I say 5? No, I won't
Yeah, we were talking about Esau wanting first. Again, see, Esau could be patient because if Esau could, the word patient means to suffer. If he could have suffered that hunger for a short time, he could have held on to his birthright. But he's carnal and impatient, and that's why he lost it all. And even in this time right now, Esau wants the rulership, and he's carnal and impatient, so he's going to do those things which often lead to sin.
Yeah. Again. There's Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. Right?
Patient in spirit.
And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Okay? So it says, right. So it's better to be at the end, man, waiting. Because think of the wisdom that you gain just by waiting. You get to see the first guy fuck up.
Exactly.
You can wait, man. You can just watch him and see. He did that uppercut. Okay, I don't know to do that.
Yeah.
He did that. All right. Cool. You can learn from his mistakes.
Exactly.
Because he went first, didn't he? So you see him do all the fuck ups. It's like, okay, yeah. All right. So when you get in the ring now, you got more of an understanding, or whatever you're doing. All right. So better is the end than the beginning. Because when Esau got in there, he thought that he would be ruling forever, but he didn't realize that the days of his years will be cut off in the midst thereof, man. He didn't realize that the Most High put him there temporarily. Because it was the prophecy before they were even born. What did it say? When you go to Deuteronomy No, excuse me, what are we talking about? Genesis. Right? Let's go into it. Let's go into it, man. We always go into it. This is like the scripture that we all go into. This is Genesis chapter 25 and 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife. Entreat means what? To beg, right? Entreat means to beg. That's what it means. To beg, entreat. Entreat. Yeah, hold on, wait. Entreat means ask someone earnestly or anxiously to do something. Yeah, to beg, yeah, to beg. Beseech or implore, to beg, yeah, basically. Right? So, and Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife because she was barren. Why was she his wife, though? Exactly, thank you. You're obsessed with her. So when you're obsessed with a woman, that's your woman, man. That's the unification. What does this word teach? Marriage is when you walk down the aisle and you put that garbage piece of metal on her finger. Now she's yours.
Not before you engage her though and you get down on one knee.
Yeah. She was yours as soon as you went inside of her, man. That's marriage. But there are these women, they got so many husbands, they lost count, man. You know? Where it says, and the Lord was entreated of him, and so he received it, and Rebekah his wife conceived, so she became pregnant, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord, or Yahweh, said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. And the elder shall serve younger. So how can he hold hands? Right? Because it said that the children were struggling. And we look at the word struggle, because I've written it here, it means to fight or to wrestle. So they were wrestling.
Just like when Jacob wrestled the angel, he was wrestling Esau and Edom.
There was a WWE wrestling match.
Got the ring in there and shit.
Yeah. You know them that do little cage fight, man?
Yeah.
Do that.
Someone puts a steel chair in there.
You know? What is it? You can smell what the rock is cooking. You know? You see all that. So that was going on inside her room. So there was so much commotion going on inside of her. Because the average woman, they vomit and stuff like that when they're going through pregnancy. So much so that she had to go to a holy man.
Yeah.
That's how serious her pregnancy was, that she had to go to a holy man. Unlike any other pregnancy, she had to go to a spiritual man to find out if it be so, why am I thus? And then the prophet said, the Most High speaking through that prophet, because remember, he went to inquire. She went to inquire, which means she went to a seer.
Yeah.
Right? When you go to his first Samuel 9 and 9.
And he was called a prophet, was a full-time called a seer.
Called a seer. A prophet was a 4-time called a seer. And the prophecy was that those 2 children would be 2 nations. And two manner of people. So how can we be the same? Separated, that's separatism. From thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Right? The elder, meaning the one that's born first. Going to what we were talking about. What are we talking about? The end of a thing is better than the beginning. And who is the beginning? Esau. Esau was the elder. But it said the prophet said that the elder, he would wind up being a slave to the younger. Imagine that Esau is actually older than us, man. Twofold. Because Job said, they that are younger than I now have me in derision. Because really they're younger than us. Because we're the sons of God, man.
Exactly.
We go back, we're the Adamites.
Yeah.
We're the sons of God, man. But now these motherfuckers are now laughing at us. Have become to be lords over us. Was not the world made for our sakes? So why do we not have an inheritance with the world? Is that not in our second Esdras, man? 6? Right? You see that? But because of our iniquities. Go on.
Right, 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times?
You said 2nd Ezra 6 was right here. 6 verse 58.
Oh yeah, at the end of the verse. Salakia, yeah. 6 and 58. But we thy people, whom are called thy firstborn, and thine only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands.
So you see how it says that we're the firstborn. So we're the eldest. We're the firstborn. Adam, the Adamites, we're the first begotten. And the Most High's fervent love. Because the Heavenly Father showed His love to us by giving us what? Wisdom, laws, order. So when you love a woman, what do? You give her what? Order. You tell her what to do and what not to do. You don't give a fuck about her. You don't give a fuck. You just trying to pop her. Bend her over and that's it. You don't be trying to like bring order to her. That's why I want to say, oh, he's controlling. Yeah, because he loves her. That's his love. Coming on.
2nd Ezra 6 and 58 again. But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thine only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. And if the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess the inheritance of the world? And how long shall this endure?
So we've been given over into their hands. Right? How long will this endure? How long? But there's a parting asunder of the times. This man has an appointed time. As when they say in Paul read that epistle, he said that it's temporal. You don't look at the things that are temporal. Why? Because it will pass away. So this man's beginnings will pass away. And who's next to rule over the whole earth? Us. And when we rule according to Isaiah 14, we're going to rule over all that took us as captives. That's the good news for our people. And that's what the fucking part, that's good news. But our people hold that as bad news. Like, I don't want to do that. Why not? That's justice, man. You know?
Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them.
That's the mystery of it all. Because here is where the firstborn, right? But then it tells you that Esau was the eldest. He was the eldest out of the two at that time.
By the way, it doesn't look right because, unfortunately, at the moment, it looks like the Chinese are going to be ruling over everybody. They've already bought huge amounts of Africa. So I think you've got the wrong ones. I think it's the Chinese going to be ruling everything.
You're globalists. You're ruling elites. You're Rothschilds. The Rockefellers. They know something else though.
No.
That's why they call themselves the Jews. Because they know who they enslaved.
I mean, obviously what happened is awful, but, I have friends whose parents were surviving, what many of the Jewish people went through in the Second World War. Friends whose parents were in concentration camps. A friend of mine's mother was very crazy, she survived the concentration camp. And then another friend's mother had to hide in a cupboard for a large part of the war. No, I think it was. And another friend, I was internationalists. My God, I don't want to stop blaming Jewish people because what they went through in the Second World War is as bad as anybody's ever been through. Okay. That's not my point of view. I'm afraid to start watching things. I find it really worrying, like these people have been really fast,
Yeah, but then
6
what
million
happened?
of them were killed.
That's nothing.
Well, it's not nothing.
When you look at what happened to Congo, it's 20 million.
Congo, 20 million. Oh, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
But I know the horrible things. I know Rwanda, they killed huge, I can't remember how many people.
The real Holocaust was us. It wasn't them.
Well, there's all
So
sorts of Holocaust. There's no real
when you look
Holocaust.
at literature, when you look at literature prior to Auschwitz, 6 million was always being circulated in literature. 6 million was always being circulated.
People dying.
So this idea of 6 million,
Oh, it's true.
that was always being circulated even prior to that.
What do you always been said there?
So if you go into literature, from prior to the whole concentration camps, that was already put in certain poems. When you go in to do the research, that was already put there.
What's that got
6
to do
million.
with
That was fabricated, man.
No, sorry.
That was fabricated.
I can sit you down with somebody who survived it.
Did you know there was
Have you ever met
there was
anyone?
football pictures, there was post
No, you
offices
don't know
in the
what-
concentration camps.
Sorry, I can't talk to you because that's really,
There was.
really
There's documentaries on
fabrication.
it.
Talking about that big fabrication.
There's hospitals. There was post offices. There was all kind of things in the concentration camps. They were living good there.
No, oh my God. I don't know. You really have gone wrong. I promise you. My friend, right, and he's a good friend, old man, he's in his 90s now, wonderful being. He arrived in Auschwitz as a 14-year-old. Somebody whispered in his ear, said there was a guy sitting at the desk, whispered in his ear, tell them you're 16. He said, when the guy asked him how old he was, he said 16. He'd go that way. If he'd gone that way, everybody was exterminated. It was women, children, anyone under the age of 16, kids, straight in a thing. You know, no, this is very real, it's very well authenticated. There's people who remember it. It's not like, sorry. I'm sorry, I can't accept that at all. So what about you're really off. I mean,
we were taken on slave ships.
oh, that's awful. That's
What was
horrible.
worse?
Horrific.
How long was the
I'm-
transatlantic slave trade compared to World War II?
Well, no, I'm not
How
saying
many
slave.
years was the transatlantic
No,
slave trade
but I'm
going
not
on?
trying to say the slave trade was good. It's horrible. It's horrific.
But it's the most horrific thing that's been done because under heaven have not been done has been done unto the nation of Israel. So all this talk about 6 million Jews is bullshit. And they ain't even
Why is
God's
it bullshit?
people. They ain't even God's people.
Oh, come on, this is silly. Okay, well, all best, but I believe in love and forgiveness, and I would certainly apologise to you for anything that white people have ever done to black people. That's all I can say. But that's, know, I mean, that's not you, because that's your ancestors. Anything my ancestors may have done to your ancestors, I heartily apologise for. But once again, it's not working on this way, you know, obviously I do.
What I want to say is
But I
that
would say I'm a gay man, and I have to say that one of the terrible things I know is how badly so many of my black gay friends are treated by the black community. That's really, really shocking, how they're badly treated.
Well, I was just going to talk to him about gay history and tell him about Sodom and Gomorrah because they want to talk about Pride Month. Yeah, let's tell him about history. Can't, he was winding me up.
Yeah. You know,
But he outed himself though, because he said, I'm a gay man. Look, man, his own tongue fell upon himself.
this is
So he
like,
just condemned
you know
himself.
he's condemned, but more is he talking about JWS. You know Esau's a natural faggot. You say he's a faggot, but you know you're a faggot. But the fact he's talking about the the men in black here, the men wearing they could delete your memory, man.
Oh, what the yarmulkes.
Yeah. You know, men in black, they can delete your memory.
Oh, that little thing,
yeah. Anyway, man, he's talking about all that stuff. 6 million old, you got all this sympathy for them. Yeah, but what about the 20 million upon the list?
You don't want to hear about that.
I got wiped out. He even know about that. He didn't even admit that he didn't even know about that.
Yeah, but if you didn't know something and someone brings it to your attention, wouldn't your natural thing be, oh, I'm going to do it, something not going to happen?
Yeah, but as I'm saying, like, we're not. He's been trained up from. Train up a child from the way. Train up a child in the way he should go. When he's older, he won't depart from it. So he been raised up to have sympathy for the men in black, the big nosed people. So he's got all this sympathy, but he doesn't even know the truth. That's been hidden from him. It's all propaganda. It's all propaganda and lies. This man rules by deceit. But you know what's going on in them camps, them death camps, man. They weren't death camps, man. There was all kind of benefits going on there. There was hospitals, post offices, there was football pitches. I believe there was damn jacuzzis, man. You swim there, you swim. They were okay. I believe Hitler himself was a bastard, a child of Solomon Rothschild, man. You have to do the research. He was one of them himself.
And that's very true what the elder said, because whenever anybody puts in a video on YouTube showing the truth of what happened in those concentration camps, YouTube pulls that video down so fast to make a head spin, man. But the truth has been put out there of what the elder is saying. It was all fabricated and they were living for them. But they needed that lie in order to get into that land. Because what is it, in 1948 was the Balfour Declaration? They couldn't get into that land without having some kind of thing to say, yeah, where those people from the
Type of evil people to say, they could have that and gain rights to that land.
Exactly. So it's all set up, man.
It was all set up. And they're not the real, they're not judo. They're not judo. So it was a lie. They rule based on lies and deceit. What these people have learned, what we all learned was lies. The people who they enslaved were the real Jews.
Right?
That was judo. Okay? The people that you have in the real concentration camps, the ghettos, right?
And what is the ghetto room?
I mean, a place with all Jews.
Yeah, that's right.
Roughly paraphrasing.